Some news just coming in. Well under attack from social media for remarks in Nupur Sharma case, Justice JB Pardiwala of Supreme Court lashes out at unhealthy effects of social media on judicial proceedings. Calls a stricter regulation of social media discussion. Says, "Log kya kahenge" haunts every judge, but social media are overrun by people possessing half-truth and information, and those who don't understand rule of law, evidence, judicial process, and limitations. Social media trials harming judicial institutions. Courts accept constructive criticism, but personal attacks on judges not acceptable. Says doctrine of postponement where courts bar discussion of any sub-judice matter in media evolved to prevent media trials. India not a completely mature and educated democracy. Social media being used to influence opinions. Media trials not healthy for rule of law. Government should consider regulation of social media. Anisha Mathur is getting us more details on that story, joining us from the national capital. Anisha, ever since the oral observations were made by the Supreme Court, this really has been the talk of the town, with every political party picking it up and talking about it, and this exactly is what the Supreme Court is not extremely happy about, isn't it?
First of all, let's clarify one thing. Justice Pardiwala is speaking in his as his own views in a webinar that is currently going on the issue of Vox Populi versus rule of law. Whatever Justice Pardiwala is saying today is not the opinion of the Supreme Court. It is his personal opinion in a speech being given in a webinar that is currently ongoing for lawyers, judges, and persons in the legal fraternity. But a very, very important point is being made by Justice Pardiwala, who has himself come under severe criticism all over social media in the last few days regarding the remarks that were made in the Supreme Court. Now, what he's saying is that social media is a lot of things that are being said on social media, a lot of these social media trials, so to speak, are being carried out by people who do not have complete information about what is happening, or they do not understand the concept of the rule of law, of the laws of evidence, of procedure, of the limitations of the courts that are there. And he's citing specific examples. He's citing that in the Sahara case, there was a bar on media trial. In the Ayodhya case, the title suit was presented as a socio-political religious issue. In several other cases, this has happened that, according to Justice Pardiwala, that public opinion is used to influence. The social media is used to influence public opinion, and there the judges are also getting impacted because there is direct attack on judges personally in this kind of discussions and debates which are there in social media. So Justice Pardiwala, in his personal opinion, making it very clear that there should be some regulation. He has called on the Parliament, on the legislature, to sort of make some rules to regulate this kind of debates on social media. He's also cited several examples where something like this has happened. So all of that is what he is saying in his speech in this webinar. So we'll have to see if any of what he has said today is also something that the court at some point would say or not. But we have seen examples, like he cited in the Sahara case, there was a clear order that you cannot publish or discuss anything on a sub-judice matter, and that is what Justice Pardiwala is now calling out, that there should be such kind of regulation for other sensitive matters as well, because this is something that is happening. And the fact that log kya kahenge, log kya sochenge is something that is haunting judges while they are handling such sensitive matters.
Yes, absolutely. Anisha, you know, it's extremely important to point out that these comments have come in from Justice Pardiwala, who had made these oral observations. This is not the view of the Supreme Court of India. This is the view of the judge in question here. But he's touched upon an important issue, and that is, Anisha, is of regulation on the kind of talk that goes on social media. Previously also, Anisha, and correct me if I'm wrong, several times judges have expressed, you know, dissatisfaction over the manner in which whatever has been said in court during the time of proceedings has been, you know, reported by the media. This is something that the courts also in the past have not been happy about, saying that what the press should be reporting on should only be the written observations, the written order, isn't it?
Well, yes, that is very much there. We've seen the courts as well as judges in their personal capacity saying things, pointing this out, that media discussions and media trials have affected the way judicial pronouncements and judicial sub judice matters are being considered. In fact, just 2 days ago, the Chief Justice of India, who is currently on tour in the US at this public function, even the Chief Justice N.V. Ramana has said that there is a lot of, there's a problem of proper understanding among people about the constitution and functioning of institutions and political parties, whether they're in the government or they're in the opposition. They seem to expect the judiciary to advance their political proposition. And this kind of, and I'm quoting the Chief Justice here, that it is a vigorously promoted ignorance among general public which is coming to the aid of such forces to run and aimed at running down the judiciary. So even Chief Justice N.V. Ramana just 2 days ago has spoken out on this issue. It has been a subject of conversation, of speeches made on various fora by judges throughout, that the kind of public outcry that happens with regard to sub judice matters, the kind of debates that happen in social media, in media with regard to sub judice matters, that is affecting how people see the judiciary. And this is something that they have said in multiple forums. Justice Pardiwala's statements today, and I'm again going to reiterate that this is his personal opinion that he's giving as part of a webinar on Vox Populi and rule of law that is being given on a webinar. And he and Chief Justice Ramana was speaking just 2 days ago in the US at a public speech. All of these speeches, again and again, courts, the judges have given this opinion that this kind of public outcry, public opinion, media trials are affecting how they work, are affecting how judiciary is seen by the public, and that is why they have flagged that this is a issue of concern. And today, Justice Pardiwala, who in the last 3-4 days himself faced such public outcry, public criticism, is again pointing out that judges and the judiciary is affected by this, even though judges are expected to adhere only and only to the rule of law. They're not expected to listen to majority opinion, to public sentiment at all. So this is a question that is being raised multiple times on multiple fora, that if there is so much public outcry on an issue, if there is so much public opinion, and there is, more importantly, an attempt to politicize and publicize a certain kind of opinion in social media, then what kind of effect is it having on the judiciary? And that is, that is why Justice Pardiwala again is asking that the legislature should step in and do something to regulate this kind of debate.
Anisha Mathur, I'm thanking you for the moment.